It's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. Here in New Albany right now, they're washing the trailer out. So I got my load. It's a 3-stopper. First pick is 2 miles from here. Then the other 2 picks are 15 miles from here. And one's basically across the street from the other. But as soon as I get that done, I got to drop that trailer because it doesn't final out till Friday or day after tomorrow, which will be Friday. But they got another loaded one that I can pick up, so I'm getting paid for the drop pay and the stop pay and all that, and then pick up a loaded one and drag it back up to Sioux Falls. This thing's busy de-icing right now. It's been at minus 20 for 3 days. So I think some lazy driver dropped this without washing it first. It was pretty trashed. I'm really glad we got unloaded. So we gotta wait for that. It's a mess back there. It's a big mess back there. Just sitting here, all of a sudden there was lightning that hit the ground right over there, and I think I'm about to get rained on. All I do know is that the humidity has been off the hook. So get this done and get ready for tomorrow, because it's going to be busy tomorrow. So it's the next morning. It's about 6 o'clock. Just got done making my coffee. Always hate it with these. There's always just a little left. So I got to be about 2 miles that way. I'll show you something neat though. If you got one of these little freezers, stack a bunch of these little water bottles in here. They'll freeze, and they'll help keep the fridge a lot cooler. That way, if you shut the truck off or something like that, the fridge doesn't have to work as hard when it's this hot outside. I've noticed that these fridges are actually fairly well insulated. But if you leave them running, for a little while, with it being hot outside like this, that APU will just kick on and off because this fridge is really trying to keep it cool. So the water bottles actually help if you don't use the fridge. Keeping something frozen in there. And if you freeze them at the house before you leave and throw them in there, this fridge will cool off in a matter of minutes rather than a matter of hours. So hopefully I can get that first 35 miles done before noon. I would like, it's at 5 stops, but I drop this trailer off at one, I pick a trailer up at the other, so those two are going to be like a total of 15 minutes. They're literally right next door to each other. The first stop won't be too bad. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with the other two. They're only look like the two are kind of far apart on the map, but they're 2.5 miles from each other. So it's all happening in this one little area. Hopefully I can get everything to work right. So get my coffee going, get everything cleaned up, go do one last pit stop before I check the truck, do a pre-trip on the truck, and we can get going. I do my pre-trip, but I'll tell you one thing I get tired of. I get tired of this. People throw their piss bottles out and splatter the side of my truck. That gets really tiresome. So, gotta check the back of the trailer here. Hopefully it's not still wet from when I washed it. If I will, I have to get the air blower out and blow it out. Yeah, it's a little damp still, but it'll do. Would have left it open last night, but I'm always afraid somebody's gonna take a door off the way they drive around here. So it's not critical, but when the heat picks up here in about, it's already 81 degrees, the heat picks up here, open up the doors for 20 minutes and it'll be completely dry. So let's get where we need to go. It's not going to be too bad at all. They're all right next to each other for the most part. I'm missing one here. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, there. That's the second stop. Then everything else is literally right here. So I turned the reefer on. I discovered if you turn it on and cool the thing down, the guys that loading it, they tend to load it. It's hot in those furniture plants. You give them a little bit of relief, they'll load your trailer pretty good. So the only big fear I ever have is them camping out in it, because it is a nice place to be. So we got the pre-trip done. We're just waiting for the clock to tick, so let's get over there. So we made it out of the truck stop, and it was quite literally 2 miles away. Didn't take long. Sorry about the windshield. Need new wipers, and apparently you need to wash it. But it was literally 2 miles away. Just took about 5 minutes to get over there. Easy peasy. Rolled in without a hitch, so that was good. I got to the first stop. Hopefully this isn't symptomatic of, well, the way the day goes. Gotta wait for them to pull the trailer out so I can get in. Just one of them things. I'm here when I was told to be here, so sometimes you just gotta wait a little bit. It'll be all right. So we took off out of there after about 30 minutes, and it was about another 15 minutes down to the next stop. Real easy drive, basically straight south. Road construction took a little bit, but like I said, it was really quick. Made it down here with no problems at all. So we're at the second stop. Let's see what we got to do here. This is one of those places that can be a wild goose chase. You're either going to be here, or you're going to be across the street, or you're going to be around the corner. We don't know, so let's find out. Okay, so we checked in. We got to go down to door 27. Got to make sure nothing fell over back there. Let's see. That's door 5, so 27 is way down there. Store 25, 26. There's my door. These shade drivers have been a still life painting since I showed up, and the minute I show up, they all congregate around me. Whatever. So the way I have burned about 35-40 minutes at the first stop. I heard it clunk down there. I've already burned 10 minutes here. Hopefully we can get this thing loaded up and we can be gone within the next 20-25 minutes. This right here, this is a clock killer. So if I can get out of here, get to my next stop, get that done within 20-25 minutes, hopefully. Now, if this trailer's loaded, I've already been told if they get it loaded up at the third stop where there's no more room in it, I'll just take off with it. But if it's still got a certain amount of square feet, I'll have to ask. I need to drop it because for what we haul here, you get charged by, they'll only charge by square foot. So if you have half a trailer, the rate will get cut in half. So I need to make sure that the trailer's full up. But if it's not, get it loaded at the next stop and take it over, drop it, and then literally go next door, pick up another trailer, and we gone. So hopefully, fingers crossed. So right now, we are basically 8 minutes away, which is about 4.5 miles. So hopefully, they're loading it right now. We've been here not quite 20 minutes yet. So hopefully we'll be out of here in a minute. And the next stop, that'll determine whether I keep this trailer or whether we boogie with it. So either way, I gotta load it. But if I have to drop it, like I said, it's only not even a 5-minute drive where I need to drop it. It's one block up, and then I literally have to come back and pick up next door to where I picked up the next stop. So everything's kind of in this little circle, so that makes it nice. And even if that's the case, that'll take me an extra 15 minutes, but it'll be on drive time. So we get that, we can boogie, we can get north of Memphis, which is always a good plan. And we can start heading towards Sioux Falls, and maybe we can actually be in a good spot when we shut down tonight. So we got this on, got the paperwork, had to do the typical stupid human tricks to go get it. So our next pickup is about 5 minutes away, so let's boogie, and hopefully, well, this is the last pickup, and we'll figure out. We got about half an empty trailer, a little over half, so chances are I'm just going to be dropping it. So let's go get this, see where we're at. We'll see you there. So that took about 40 minutes. Let's stop, get our paperwork real quick. Didn't mean to put that clip in there. But we got going, and quite literally went 2 miles away to the next stop. Picked it up, and yeah, this quite literally was 2 miles. So we go past the place where I'm picking up the other trailer. But yep, 2 miles in, got this stop, and this one went rather quickly too. Well, I'm here. Gotta go through this dusty place and get someplace over there. So hopefully we can be in and out of here. So, gotta hit door 38, and I got here just as they're all going on break. Hooray. So, let's get in door 38. Try to move through this lot without stirring up too much dust, but this damn air conditioner, the fan will never shut off. So, all it does is just stir up dust everywhere. All right, there's my door. All right. So the one thing I hate about coming to places like these is they're always so dirty and dusty. It's that real fine dust just covers everything and just makes it miserable. But we're only getting 5 pieces. Excuse me, I was about to sneeze. Well, actually, I did sneeze. Like I said, it's really dusty. But we're only getting 5 pieces, so as soon as I get back from break, we can get loaded and get back out of here. Alright, so I'm loaded. I only got 5 pieces, like I said, so the trailer's about a little over half empty. So we got to go 1 mile north, drop this, then come back literally next door to here, pick up a drop trailer. We start heading to Memphis. So let's get this dropped, and let's get our load picked up, and we can head to Memphis. So we pulled out, and quite literally, once you got to the main road, you could see where I was dropping the trailer. It was quite a block. And as I passed this guy right here, I looked over and saw the trailer I was picking up. So, I mean, it was really quick. I can't complain. So, went in, dropped the trailer, and actually just rolled right back out bobtail. Easy peasy. So we got here, they're just having us drop it right here in a row and put our bills in the bill box and drop this and literally boogie right back to where we were. So let's get this dropped and let's get out of here. Alley-oop. Here we are. And we are out of here. So let's go get our other trailer and let's boogie. I actually wasn't sure whether to make a montage or just put the 3.5 minutes of video together and go max speed, but yeah, pulled in and it was painless, almost, but easy peasy. Made it in. Took longer to get in than anything. Well, I got my paperwork. Took just a couple of minutes. They call this place peak living because if ignorance is bliss. These are the happiest SOBs I've ever run. I mean, just dull people. Good night. I don't even know what to make of it. So, got to go back over, get my trailer, and then go talk to a guard who might be Forrest Gump's brother. I'm going to tell you right now, Forrest Gump was the smart one. Let's go get the trailer. Well, it's one of those two over there. We're on where an old building used to be. It burned down, I believe. Yeah, it burned down. I can see the burn marks in the pavement. So, let's see. Not that first one, the third one. So, let's go get it. Well, we're hooked up. Let's get out of here. Oh, there we go. So once we got out of there, grabbed our stuff, it was just a flat out run just to get through Memphis. Just a flat out run. I was trying to make it to Jonesboro, but this is I-22 and about an hour of this and we were at the river. Come out of Mississippi and into Tennessee for a little bit and just get across the river as fast as we can. I'm glad they got the bridge done finally. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was just a flat run and all I cared about was getting to Jonesboro and getting out of Memphis because, well, yeah. So we made it to Jonesboro. We got cleaned up, look a little better. Getting fuel right now. That pump going and got that pump going. I know one of the hardest things to do, oh, we just stopped, with this is getting the B-roll in. Doing the B-roll is tough. Had to swap out an SD card. Now I've got to get my fuel. So we're done with 110 gallons in. Make sure my caps are on. All right. Sucks is I'm still 15 miles from diamond status, or 15 gallons. So, well, I could have done that if I'd filled the reefer. Anyhow, let's get going. Let's get back on the road. My clock is ticking away, so it's time to go. I did come across something. One of my fuel caps was loose. Like it wasn't tightened, so hopefully nobody got in there. I don't think they did, but that's not good when that happens. So, yeah. So, I guess I missed that bug again when I washed the windows. But we rolled out of Jonesboro and got into the 2-lane, and it was a little tedious for a minute, but I made it through, and actually it went really nice all the way through there. Just cruised up to West Plains, and hey, did all right. We headed towards Springfield on US 60 and just kept pushing it. Really just wanted to get parked for the night and made it through Springfield all right. So, yep. Like I said, got on 13 and it all just worked out. So, hey, it was a pretty good day. So we made it to Collins, Missouri, and it's a hot one. It is. It says it's 105, but everybody's idling. One thing I don't like about this place is it's always so dang dusty. But let's go find dinner. Subway's gotten so expensive, I can do better. So, well, we made it. But I got kind of a dilemma. Well, my dilemma is this. My 14-hour clock is running, but I also have to get through Kansas City tomorrow morning. So, how do I do that? Let me get out of the sun. So I can do it one of two ways. I can do a 2-hour break, recoup that time back, and I'll have enough to make it, about halfway, 3/4 way through Missouri. I can do an 8-hour break. And then I get up in Kansas City. I got to get up at 2 in the morning, take off, and then do a 2-hour break like in St. Joe, which is what I'm kind of leaning for. Or I can do a full 10, but I'll probably have to do a little more than a full 10, because if I leave at 4:15, 4:30 when my clock is up, I'm going to hit Kansas City at 6:30 in the morning. And we all know how that works out. So, if I do that, I'm not going to leave here till probably 7 in the morning. Now, we're only 480 miles out, so I got to figure out what I'm doing and then just kind of go from there. But I'll probably just go into the sleeper berth, see what happens, and then just kind of go from there. So it's the next morning. It's about 6 o'clock. We're getting ready to go. I didn't oversleep. I just didn't feel like going. We're really not in a hurry today. So, one of the things I thought I would address is why I took this load. And it's going to make sense how everything fell when I explain it. Now, one of the reasons I took this load was because it needed to be done. Calls me up, he's in a hurry. He's got things to do. Short of trucks, it happens. But I realized that the load with 4 stops paid quite a bit less than the load with 1 stop. So, here's the deal. I got a prorated rate because I only drove it 41 miles, but I got all the stop pay. So I got all the stop pay off the load that didn't pay, and
I got the higher paying load with the better fuel surcharge to go back to Sioux Falls with. It all kind of is self-explanatory. Now, trust me, I did kind of blow my clock, but there wasn't a lot of time. There was a lot of time on this load anyway, so it didn't hurt me at all. So made an extra $300 on this load, and hey, so let's finish our pre-trip and get going. Load's really light. I've been getting between 8 and 9 miles per gallon. It's that light. So get everything checked out. I really do need a truck wash though. This is it's starting to get bad again. Make sure we check our fifth wheel. Yep, we're good. What I'd really like to do one day is put some backup lights back here. One of those things that, yeah, the backup lights work pretty good, but the get the ones that a little space a little further out, you can actually see down the sides of the trailer. Some of these docks we back into get really dark at times, so especially if you've ever backed into that AWG in Goodlettsville. Oh man, that's a black hole. So something like that would help, but I don't want anything that sticks out too far because it'll get knocked off. So, and that fairing's bent. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So we get going, got our clock started. We can make sure my logs are all certified. Yay. You got to make sure you do this every day. Make sure you stay on top of these e-logs. These are big fines. That's kind of where they're getting us now. So you just got to make sure all your ducks are in a row and your trailer numbers are right, which this one isn't. Well, that's interesting. He was all done up there yesterday. So either he decided to redo his tarps or someone stole all his bungees, and I'm actually going for the latter just because, well, he was all done up yesterday when he parked in the snow parking zone. Well, he must be. That bungees are laying on the ground, so who knows what happened. But even if somebody had stole it, that company owes me so much money, I probably wouldn't report it. Anyhow, let's get going. Now, truthfully, I probably should have waited another hour to leave, but who wants to sit around for an hour? Not I, said the pig. So let's yeah, we'll see what kind of fun and exciting times I get to when I get towards Kansas City. So he took off and once again failed to get all of that bug off the window. He was baked on there, but boogied on out, made it through Kansas City. And truthfully, I didn't stop till I got to Burbank, South Dakota. It was got a little rain, but made it through Kansas City all right. But we just didn't, we just boogied. Got pulled into the scale. That was a good time, but made it out all right. So I pulled into the Coffee Cup there in Burbank, South Dakota. They got a Pizza Hut Express, so I got chicken wings and garlic butter sauce, which is awesome. And just a couple minutes later, I was rolling. And about 45-50 minutes later, we were up in Sioux Falls. So it was just I didn't let up. I just put it to the wood and went. So it worked out.
So we made it. Got to go back here and drop this trailer in any door with an even number. We do a lot here. So go back here, find a door with an even number. Then we gotta run the paperwork to the mailbox. They put cones in some of the doors because they don't want trailers there they're all for the LTL stuff. But yeah, as you can see, we do a lot of stuff here. So we'll swing around, go drop the paperwork off, and we'll go find some random door. So we'll go pull the pin while we're here. That way we can slide the tandems all the way back, because they need to be slid all the way back to drop it. This right here is my favorite part. Done, and 0 human contact. That makes me happy. When you have drop and hook loads like this, that there really is no requirement for any human contact. You can just grab your paperwork, you can drop your paperwork, you can drop your trailer. That makes things easy. Go! All right. And truthfully, I like it when things are easy. Makes things go faster, streamlines the process, and makes your money a little more worth it because, well, you're not wasting your time. Yeah, the loads might pay just a little less than some of these other loads, but you're doing them in half the time. When you can do them in half the time, you can get down the road, you can make a little extra money because an extra load in a week will make all the difference on your check. Push that in, and see if these things slide. But you can see them out there a lot better. Ooh. Ugh. Bump. Now let's go find a door to put it in. We're sitting here wanting an even numbered door. So 74 looks good. Let's get her all lined up here. Oh, there we go. Little off, but hey, I'm doing it one-handed. That's what she said. I had to get a pair of these. We got a metal seal. There we go. You know, at the end of the day, we just got this dropped and we're about to pull out from under it, drop the air. A multi-stop can be a good thing. Yeah, we ate a little time, but you know what? We had the time to waste, and it didn't, we were right up against our 14, but it didn't really, it didn't affect us at all. We got good miles in yesterday, finished it up this morning, and it worked out. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that. So yeah, a lot of multi-stops really suck, but sometimes like this, like if I'm just loading it up and I'm dropping it, it only took, like I said, it only took two and a half hours all in, and I made 300 bucks. You can't beat that. I mean, 300 bucks for 2 hours worth of work. Plus, the load I got was the higher paying load. So, you know, I did a favor. I got some things done and made a little extra money. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. And I know a lot of times that the multi-stops, a lot of them aren't ideal, but sometimes they tend to work out. But I just thought I'd show you guys,
you know, one of our multi-stops. I'd never filmed one before. That's multi-pickup. We do multi-deliveries too. I haven't done one of them in a while, but now that I've said that, I'm probably jinxed. So, thanks for coming along, guys. It was fun. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video.